What's good, guys? It's your boy Darian, man. I'm the BowTie fragrance guy, and I cover fragrances on this channel, but I also like to throw in style and grooming tips as well. It's one thing to smell good, but you can totally take your overall personal marketability to the next level when you are looking your best as well, and that comes along with, again, what you're wearing and how you are grooming yourself. So, in short, that's what I talk about on this channel. So if you're into that, hit subscribe, man, and enable notifications as well by hitting that little bell icon down there in the corner. So anytime a new video is uploaded on the channel, you get notified. All right, guys, on today's video, I'm going to be talking about some very masculine fragrances that, in my experience, have been very great at catching the attention of the opposite sex. Now, obviously, any kind of scent profile has the capability of smelling great and mixing great with your body chemistry, and therefore eliciting a compliment, or of course having somebody to inquire, hey, what are you wearing? But today I really want to focus on some masculine fragrances in my collection that have been really good at, again, attracting the attention of women. Now there's some certain characteristics for me that kind of, make up masculine fragrances: chypres, fougères. Of course, anybody can wear what they want. I'm not saying a woman couldn't wear fragrances that fall into those categories, but generally speaking, those are more fragrances that are more marketed towards men, are made with those certain classifications. So those are kind of fragrances I'm going to be talking about today, but I'm going to run the intro. When we come back, we'll get into it. If you want to see what's on the list, you know the routine. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. We're going to jump into it. Speaking of masculinity, I did an ebook, guys. If you are new to the channel, or if for some reason you haven't gotten it yet, I want to make sure I link that down below as well. I always have it in the description box where you can pick up a copy of my ebook for only $9, man, $9.99. And it's really going to help a lot of gentlemen out there, like it has already helped a lot of gentlemen out there, just to kind of get you motivated, man, thinking in the mindset of all the qualifications or some tips that could help you and go a long way towards being the best version of yourself as a modern day gentleman in today's society. It's a really, really good read. I honestly and humbly say that. So if you haven't gotten your copy yet, make sure you click the link down below and get your copy of the Gentleman's Blueprint. So that is available. So let's go ahead and jump into the fragrances, guys. This first fragrance is one that I have talked about before, and it's a fragrance from the Chanel less exclusive line, and this one is called Sycomore. Sycomore. Check out my dent. This is vetiver, cypress, cedarwood, and vanilla. So this one is reminiscent to some other very masculine, manly fragrances that have been really great at doing the same thing for me, garnering attention from women. You think about, because I talk about this fragrance, a lot when I talk about fragrances that kind of attract women. Think about Creed's Spice and Wood. This is going to put you in the mindset of Creed's Spice and Wood, and it's also going to put you in the mindset of French Lover from Frederic Malle. Those three fragrances, and I need to do a comparison video one day where I talk about all three, because they have similar scent profiles, but there are some differences when you look at all three. But anyway, very smoky vetiver, like I said, with some vanilla. Is done in a Chanel kind of way, where is this clean masculinity to it that I just really, really thoroughly enjoy. Like I said, some cypress in here as well, and cedarwood. Very masculine, manly fragrance. One that garners attention, one that ladies really pay attention to. And like I always say, guys, it never hurts, in my humble opinion, when you're dressed in a suit, a shirt, and a tie with a fragrance like this. It is absolute money. So check this one out, man. A lot of guys don't really talk about these fragrances from these more exclusive lines. Obviously, they're a little bit more expensive, but to me, this one is definitely worth it. So check it out from the brand of Chanel. This one is called Sycomore. All right, guys, well, this next one, we're going to go with something a little bit more on the more seductive ambery side of things is one I have talked about here recently. And its nickname actually gives it away. You know what time it is with this fragrance from the brand of Roja Parfums. This is Parfums de la Nuit number 2, aka the Seducer. The Seducer. This is cacao, amber, rum, and patchouli. And again, this is just, simply put, very, very sexy amber fragrance. That's really what it is at the end of the day. To me, I love the presence of the cacao here. The Seducer, that to me, when you compare these to the other fragrances from the Parfums de la Nuit collection, that gives it that sweet playfulness that gives it that seducer, that seducer characteristic. That sweet, slightly sweet, sexy playfulness that comes from the use of cacao in the scent is, to me, what really gives it that kind of seductive nature when you combine that with the amber in this fragrance. This is a phenomenal scent. Like I said, I just did a video on the entire collection. If you have not seen that, I will link it. And I stand by that statement, the sexiest fragrance collection ever. But this one is definitely a sexy masculine fragrance that gets ladies' attention. This is from the brand of Roja Parfums, Parfums de la Nuit, number 2. All right, guys, and speaking of grabbing the attention of the ladies, again, fragrance is just one aspect of it. How you smell, of course, is one thing, but how you look and how well you are grooming yourself is the other pieces to the puzzle of the best presentation of yourself. And that's why today's sponsor, Tees Hanley, has been a sponsor that I've been rocking with for a long time, because they help guys to keep their skin looking the part. Skincare is something that is not really a hot topic amongst guys, but it is something that is extremely important, guys, to make sure that you have, some kind of skincare routine. And that's where Tees Hanley comes into play. They have a very simple system that they put in place to help guys, because, guys, you know how we can be sometimes about stuff like this. Make it really simple for me to understand, and I can work with it. So it's very simple. You have a facial wash that you use daily. This is the facial wash. And you use the facial wash in the morning as a part of your skincare routine, and in the evening before you go to bed. So you're going to wash your face twice a day with the daily facial wash. What this does is it really, of course, helps, of course, to keep your skin clean of dirt, but also it has it's actually to help with oil control. So it really helps to keep your skin, especially for you guys that suffer with oily skin, to keep control of oily skin. So that's the two primary functions of the daily facial wash. You want to use that twice per day. And of course, after you wash every morning, you want to use the AM moisturizer. Now, this has SP20, I think it is, in there. So what that does is, of course, it keeps your face hydrated, but also, of course, protects your skin from the sun. So it helps to keep your skin hydrated, helps protect your skin from the sun and the elements when you go outside every morning. So definitely make sure that you moisturize after washing your face in the morning. And of course, in the evening time, you want to use the PM moisturizer. Now, this keeps your skin hydrated as well when you're sleeping, but it also helps with things like wrinkle and, wrinkles for you people that get wrinkles in your skin, and also the collagen in your skin as well. So those are two primary benefits of using the PM moisturizer. So definitely a easy and necessary part of the skincare regimen as well. And then, of course, twice per week, you want to use the facial scrub as well. Facial scrub, of course, helps keeps your pores clear, and really, to me, it's kind of the basis of this, skincare planet. It kind of sets the tone and helps to make the other products, in my opinion, more effective by making sure your pores are clear, and of course, helping to kind of even tone out, maybe dark spots on your skin as well. So very essential part of the 4-step skincare regimen. That's just level 1. To have other products as well if you need things for your eyes. They have, eye cream, serum for your face, just different products contingent upon your needs. But because you guys are my subscribers, Tees Hanley going to hook you up a very, very special offer for my subscribers. For your first box, they're going to give you 40% off and a free gift. The free gift is going to be the body scrubber or this nice manicure set. from T. Hanley as well. Again, guys, this is something easy you can slip into your bag every day. And it has all the essentials, of course, to keep your nails nicely manicured, which, of course, again, is just another aspect of grooming. So, guys, if you need a skincare regimen that works, make sure you click down on that link and get started with a skincare regimen that works. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list today, this fragrance is actually one from the house of Creed. It's moved way up my Creed ranking list over the last few years. This one is called Royal Oud. Creed's Royal Oud. It's the cedarwood, angelica galbanum, and of course oud. Although the oud kind of plays into the background, a spicy, woody fragrance is really what you're going to get here. It just has that air of sophistication to it that pairs well. Like I said, you know, when you're dressed like how I'm dressed right now with a suit, it's a very sophisticated, masculine, manly fragrance. Definitely one that has gotten a lot of compliments over the course of my time having it. Of course, look at my dent. I rock this a lot. I'm trying to preserve my 4-ounce bottles because they don't make the 4-ounce bottles anymore. And to me, from what I've been able to tell so far, you know, with the exception of Absolute Vintage, a lot of the 3.3 ounce bottles, I think that's what size they are, aren't quite what these 4-ounce bottles were as far as the juice is concerned. But anyway, amazing fragrance from Creed. This one is called Royal Oud. All right, guys, this next fragrance is one that comes from the brand of Amouage. This was their take on a fougere. And as I told you guys before, fougères and sheepers are very classic, masculine, you know, fragrance scent profile that I think always works. When a woman, I think when most women think of what a guy is going to, what they may smell like as far as what their fragrance may smell like, the traditional smell is sheepers and fougères, in my opinion. And this one, again, from Amouage is called Bracken Man. This stuff is fantastic, guys. Lavender, nutmeg, cypress, and patchouli are some of the main notes. This is so good. And it's done in a typical Amouage fashion. It's not the typical fougere, but it is a phenomenally done fragrance. I love the nutmeg in here. Like I said, very masculine, manly, and sexy, and I've gotten a lot of positive attention with this fragrance as well over the course of the years. Love this stuff from Amouage. Check it out. Their take on a fougere. Masculine, manly, and sexy. This is Bracken Man. All right, guys, this next fragrance comes from the brand of Eight & Bob, and this is Eight & Bob, the original. Man, I don't have words to tell you guys to describe how much I love this fragrance. Lemon, hazelnut, cedarwood, vanilla, and sandalwood. So it has that bright, fresh lemon opening. So there's a freshness to this fragrance that I really love. Again, I'm always, a lot of times with these type fragrances, masculine and manly, I am envisioning suit, and not necessarily tie, but at least, you know, casual attire. A lot of times casual on up into a suit and tie with a lot of these fragrances, because it just works in that way to me. These fragrances pair well with that kind of attire. But Eight & Bob, the original, man, the freshness up top with the lemon, then it has a kind of a fougere kind of quality in the heart with that nice creamy dry down with the sandalwood and the sweetness of vanilla. This is perfection for a gentleman. And again, ladies love a guy that looks good and smells great. I'm telling you guys, you know, do yourself a favor and do all three of those things every day. Smell your best, groom yourself well, and dress the part. And you'll see the results that you want to see. But this one from the brand of Eight & Bob, this is called Eight & Bob, the original, a fantastic masculine fragrance. All right, the next sexy masculine fragrance that attracts women and gets women's attention, this one is from the brand of Tom Ford, and this one is Tobacco Oud. Tobacco Oud. And what you're going to get with this one, guys, of course, tobacco whiskey, oud, and a beautiful amber accord on the dry down. Now, this fragrance could honestly fit into the Parfums de la Nuit line, in my humble opinion. It kind of reminds you of aspects of Parfums de la Nuit 2 and more so 1, in my opinion. That's why I didn't put 1 on the list. I put 2 instead, because of the 3, this one reminded me a little bit more of Parfums de la Nuit number 1. But just so good. And I told you guys the line that I read, a woman said, I smelled this on a guy and I didn't know I wanted to have sex with him right then and there or run. It's kind of that polarizing of a fragrance it can be. But man, for the women that really find this attractive, they really find it attractive, if you know what I mean. So definitely one to have in your arsenal. Give it a try, see if it works for you as well, from the brand of Ford Tobacco Oud. All right, guys, last week I did a fragrance video about masculine, manly leather fragrances. I think leather fragrance is a very masculine scent profile as well. And this was one that wasn't on the list because I did put another one from this brand on the list. But this is from the brand of Royal Crown. This one is called Ytzma. Man, I love this fragrance. Everything about this fragrance I love. Dried fruits, vetiver, oak moss, and castoreum. So the dried fruits and the vetiver, again, oak moss and, you know, the vetiver, very masculine, traditional masculine notes found in very masculine men's fragrances. So you have that with the uniqueness of the dry fruits in the opening. So that's what gives this fragrance a unique scent profile. And on the dry, on the castoreum, gives this very nice leathery touch to the fragrance. So it could have potentially been on that list as well, but I did put upper class, which is another fragrance from this brand that has a nice or beautiful leather note. But leather fragrances to me are very masculine. I absolutely love this fragrance, guys. You talk about masculine, manly goodness. This is, you know, or should be, you know, what it looks like in the dictionary from the brand of Royal Crown. This is Ytzma. All right, and when you're speaking about the genre of masculine, manly fragrances, this fragrance right here really needs no introduction, man. It's from the brand of Frederic Musc Ravageur. Musc Ravageur. Cinnamon musk, lavender, tonka bean and clove are some of the main notes. Such a sexy fragrance. And of course, what makes this one so sexy and masculine, of course, is the musk. Musk is, of course, one of the primary notes of this entire composition. And I love how it makes that transition from the spiciness, you know, with the clove and the cinnamon and the dry down to that nice, you know, vanilla dry down. This stuff is fantastic, guys. The vanilla and musky dry down. This, man, masterpiece. Masterpiece right here. And it is sexy and masculine from the brand of Frederic Musc Ravageur. All right, guys, now going to a clean masculine fragrance from the brand of MFK, and actually has it in the name. This is Masculine Pluriel. Definitely has fougere. This has those fougere qualities to it. Lavender, cedarwood, vetiver, and leather. Very masculine, but very clean. It is a masculine fragrance done in a Francis Kurkdjian fashion. You know, if that makes sense. You guys that really know his work. He does a lot of very nice, very clean, citrusy floral fragrances, I think is his wheelhouse. But this is his take on a masculine kind of fougere. So it has all the fougere qualities with that, of course, done in a very, like I said, Kurkdjian kind of way. It's very clean. Women love this stuff on my skin. If you haven't done this yet, guys, you haven't checked this one out, do yourself a favor, man. Check this fragrance out from the brand Amazing Francis Kurkdjian, Masculine Pluriel. This stuff is phenomenal. All right, guys, and last but not least on this list, this isn't even fair. I shouldn't even talk about this kind of stuff, man, because it's just not fair to smell this good. It's not fair to do this to women, to smell this good and then go into their presence. It should be illegal. But this fragrance is from the brand of Boadicea Victorious, man. This is Green Sapphire. Gee whiz, man. Wow, this is good. Pine, cedarwood, raspberry, and saffron. Man, this is good. So it's like this leathery pine fragrance will give that very green forestry kind of smell when you smell the pine in here. Of course, cedarwood is the pencil, quote unquote, pencil shavings kind of cedarwood note here, and with the leathery saffron and that nice, slightly sweet, but a little bit bitter as well, raspberry kind of note in here is just phenomenal. Gosh, this is so good. Sample this one first. Again, I don't think this is one that when I first smelled it, I was like, it's pretty good. But when I put it on skin and walked around for a while, became a must-have. It became a must-have. Masculine, manly goodness. I always get compliments when I wear this fragrance. It is very masculine and very sexy, and women love it very much. From the brand Boadicea Victorious, do yourself a favor and check this out. Green Sapphire. Remember, guys, I try to link as many of these as I can to the video, so if you want to check it out or get a sample, whatever, make sure you do that. Check it out. Green Sapphire. But that's it, guys. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today. I gave you 10 masculine, manly fragrances that women love, that women are really, really attracted to, or at least they have been in my experience wearing them. What are some fragrances you have that you feel like will fit into this category? I would love to hear from you guys down in the comment section. Now, as always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and your attention to these videos. You don't have to watch what you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you're sharing these videos out to some other folks out there that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your main man, the BowTie fragrance guy, man. I love smelling good. I love smelling and looking amazing. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace. If you guys want to check out some more content, make sure you check out this video or this video. You'll like them. Holla at your boy. Peace.